Informative Classics. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, I had to come do another video on this Katt Williams interview because I wanted to inform you, if you've not been informed already. I've seen that someone has already created this, but I wanted to speak about it for a little bit. This video, this interview has broken a record. The interview has up to 25 million views. Probably at the time that you watch this video or you see this video, it might be at 28 million. There has never been an interview on a podcast with a celebrity with the duration that the interview was. The interview was like 2 hours and 35 minutes long. Nobody usually sits to watch a video that long. Now, I don't know if everybody who watched the entire video, because across the internet you have people taking out bits and pieces of the interview and just responding to bits and pieces. So I don't know if everybody heard the interview in its entirety. I watched the interview to up about an hour and 30 minutes. I'm not going to cap. I didn't watch the interview for 2 hours, excuse me guys, in 35 minutes. I did not do that. I only watched it for an hour and 30 minutes. And then I was like, you know what? I got other things to do. I'm not going to sit here and watch this entire interview. But the interview is going to go down in history as one of the most classic interviews ever done with a celebrity on a podcast. Now, your boy Vlad is probably searching for Katt Williams right now to try to get Katt Williams on his show, show. If not Katt Williams, watch this. And you saw it, you heard it here first. Vlad is about to interview about every old comic that had anything like DC Curry, Chocolate. I'm showing you pictures of these people. Lavelle Crawford, all of these old comics. He might interview D.L. Hughley again. He's going to interview everybody that got to do with what Katt Williams was talking about, because he wants the views too. And I'm not hating on nobody trying to eat off this interview, but that interview was Katt Williams trying to share some real life things that he was going through. And I don't believe at the time that he did that interview with Shannon Sharp, that Shannon Sharp knew that this interview would be this good. He did say it would break the internet, but I don't think that Shannon Sharp knew that in 3 to 4 days, this interview will be damn near at 30 million views. That is not happening nowhere. I've seen nowhere. I looked it up. I researched it. Nowhere has an interview again on a podcast. Joe Rogan, Mike Tyson, a million whatever of game, Noriega's podcast, nobody's podcast, The Breakfast Club, Hot 97, nowhere where nobody interviewed a celebrity has their interview reached 30 million almost in 4 days. You got people who did interviews with this cat, Andrew Tate. The Andrew Tate interviews are at like 22 million now, and it was a year ago. This interview in 3 days ate up an Andrew Tate interview from a year ago in 3 days. Let that sink in for a minute. Now, this is not the end of it. This interview is going to probably go on, keep on getting views until next weekend. So I'm just interested to see how by next weekend how many views it's going to have. Leave a comment in the comment section, guys. Like, holy smokes. This is crazy, you know, and you got to watch the interview again. I left the interview in another video I did about Katt Williams saying Cedric the Entertainer stole his jokes. I left a link to the interview in that video. I'm going to leave another link to the interview in this video in case you haven't seen the interview in its entirety yet. So I don't know what else I could say. I just wanted to share that with you guys because, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this on the internet. That man was cooking. Then you have to listen to the interview because he was cooking. I mean, cooking, roasting just about everybody he can roast in 2.5 hours. He roasted just about everybody he can roast in 2.5 hours. And we can look at it like this. Anybody who's looking to do an interview with him, he said in the beginning of Shannon Sharp's interview that it takes a lot for him to come out and do an interview with you. So Shannon Sharp should be privileged because he don't do interviews with everybody. So anybody else who's gonna be looking to do an interview with him, they're not gonna get him. He's not going to do an interview with them, and he's not going to give them the tea that he just gave Shannon Sharp. It ain't happening. Nobody else is getting the smoke he just gave Shannon Sharp on Shannon Sharp's podcast. Shannon Sharp got the numbers. I'm interested to know how much he paid Katt Williams. You know, did he told him, hey, whatever I get from this, I'll give you a percentage of it? Or did he give him money soon as he showed up, 100,000? 50,000, because man, he had to break him off because he knew what this was going to do. It's going to make history, and that's exactly what it did. I just wanted to inform you guys of that. If you haven't been informed already, I just wanted to drop that on you because that's what this channel is about. It's informative classics, to inform you about classic moments that took place in history and that take place today. So hopefully somewhere in this video, I've been informative. I will catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you check out that interview. Salute to Katt Williams and salute to Shannon Sharp. Peace out.